football playoff preview and a chance for a top 10 team in the land to lean on the energy from the home crowd and knock off the #1 team in the country. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. To throw, it's Freeman. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. With the catch, it's Blade. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played.
Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll line up for a second down play. A run for the quarterback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Motion from the back. They'll try to run for it. Turns it on at midfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And the Dogs are on the move. Quick release by the QB. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Freeman. makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but not able to get to the first down marker. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Firing to the right, complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's loose at the 15. Flying down the left side. The 40. At the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But, Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you can hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Freeman. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking left. Complete downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They go to the ground. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Freeman. He's moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Blade. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got his man. Oh, he got loose. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Pulls it in. It's John. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Gives it on the option. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Looking to throw. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm, but this passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. They're going to run it. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, on 4th down, on the final play of the first half, I think everybody in this building expected them to kick a field goal. And instead, they decide to get aggressive, and not just that, they don't even throw it, they run it. What a great job out in the open field. He's able to score a touchdown, and he gives his team the lead.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious.
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, spin move. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll go with a direct snap. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Our coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
to throw on 2nd and short. And the defense got him at the 27.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All time.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick strike complete. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking for space. It's John. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the...
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up 14 over Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Georgia going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's played. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They just keep firing. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone, bad decision, poor throw, it gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll... And down he goes back at the 3.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
To the air, it's Freeman. Quarterback now breaking the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's played. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Couldn't hang on to that when this defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Slithers into space. Did the work himself. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Freeman. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Freeman. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Georgia. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. Then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today, like proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Freeman. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams.